to Slice of Pfeiffer. I'm Dr. Pfeiffer.
And I'm his emotional support PA, Taylor.
Thanks for being here, Taylor. Who do we have with us today?
Oh, you're putting this on me now. I just said you were going to do the introduction.
This is all on you.
We've got AJ with us today. Hi, AJ.
Hi, how are y'all doing?
Fabulous. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for inviting me here.
I feel like this is a reunion of last Friday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? From the operating room.
Oh, yeah.
AJ is awesome. Scrub tech extraordinaire. He takes care of us in the operating room, takes care of patients in the operating room. It's just fabulous to have you here. I think that you are certainly a blessing to have, and so just wanted to welcome you, and we can get going. How's your day been?
It's been good. It's been a little busy, but I've been enjoying it, and it's a good day.
Awesome.
How long have you been a scrub tech, AJ?
I've been a scrub tech for almost 10 years. I did 5 years through the military, through the U.S. Navy, and almost 5 years now as a civilian. So
awesome. And so 5 years in the Navy, huh? Thanks for your service. That's
Thank
awesome.
you for your support. Appreciate it.
Yes, that's awesome. What was that like? How was it different than what you do with us?
Well, there's a lot more to do in the military than I have done here specifically. Meaning our scope is a lot bigger. We actually learn how to close patients. We learn how to put on dressings. We assist more in surgery than a typical scrub tech would here. And it's really good stuff. It was a lot of good experiences that I had through that time, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
That's awesome, man. Very, very cool. What do you think, having been on the military side and having been on the civilian side, what do you think differentiates a good scrub tech from a great scrub tech?
You know, a good scrub tech will know what's necessary for the case. They can anticipate pretty well on what's needed for surgery, and they know exactly what's going on in the surgical case. A great scrub tech can not only do all those things, but there's a change in the atmosphere when they're in the operating room. There is, positive vibes. There's a form of comfort that people feel when they're in the operating room, and it's just a complete change in atmosphere.
I would definitely say, from my experience now, when I came back to work with Dr. Pfeiffer in June of 2024, you were already at where you're at now. So that was when I first started working with you. I didn't have any previous experience, but I would say you definitely fit those qualifiers that you just gave. And I would say you are a great scrub tech, and you definitely, the vibe you give off in the operating room is positive because it's both professional, precise, but again, bringing a little bit of levity to situations that can sometimes be tense. And I think that you do a really great job of that. Sometimes I think our banter can get a little bit much.
Absolutely.
But I think that, it never compromises care. And if anything, I think it actually results in better care. So that's been my experience with working with you specifically. If I'm thinking of really great scrub techs that I've had the opportunity to work with, you would definitely come to my mind.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think the cool thing and the great thing about having a great scrub tech and a great team in the operating room is that I think surgeons in general take that for granted, right? We take for granted having somebody who's in the OR, who cares about the patients, who cares about the team, who cares about delivering and anticipating and being ready, right? Like that's one thing about you and about the great scrub techs that I've worked with, that really they just go above and beyond to try to make sure that we do what's best for the patient, but they also make the environment really enjoyable, right? That's fun, right? We always can enjoy each other. You've got great accents, right? great
many.
What is your favorite? What's your favorite impersonation or accent that you like to do?
Honestly, it kind of depends on the environment. It really does. The one that I tend to pull out a little bit more is the Vietnamese accent sometimes. I also tend to pull out because recently our president is Donald Trump, I pull out his accent sometimes too.
True.
So it just depends on the situation, but those are the two I kind of go back and forth on a lot to kind of create that good humor in the operating room.
Yes, there is no question.
I really like your Mickey Mouse one too.
I appreciate that one. Oh, thanks, Taylor.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. I can't compete. I just step back.
Can you even do you do voices?
No, just my own voice. That's all I can do. It's the best I've got for you.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. I agree. So what other stuff, AJ, do you like to do besides currently being in nursing school as well, right?
yes, I am currently in nursing school. I am attending university at Texas at Arlington. I had just finished up my chemistry class and was testing out the waters. It's been almost 9 years since I've been in school. So I just took one class, and probably one of the hardest classes to take, and was hoping if I do well, then maybe I can continue on and complete the rest of the classes that are necessary. But yeah, that's where I'm currently in right now.
Awesome. How'd it go? How did chemistry go?
It was
It's always
good.
fun.
Honestly, the work was overwhelming, but if you put in the effort and you put in the time, you can definitely get a lot done. I think that college 9 years ago compared to now is a little different. I would say now they kind of give you everything you need to know, and it's just basically, can you retain that information? What have you learned from it? And show us. And that was honestly really easy for me, thankfully. So
Cool. Well, you got to remember it, right? For all these cases, right? You've got multiple different surgeons, multiple different types of surgeries. And so, you don't have time necessarily in the operating room, especially in the heat of the moment, to open up a book and look up, hey, what's coming next? What do I need to be anticipating? Or, what part of the ACL reconstruction is coming? Or what part of rotator cuff am I supposed to be thinking about here while the surgeon's calling for instruments and trying to get things fixed? So I'm sure that's trained you well for what you need to be able to do, for sure.
absolutely.
Can I ask why you're going back to nursing school when you're working as a scrub tech? That's a career in and of itself, but you're taking your education, even further and getting this additional degree. What's the drive there or long-term goal?
The staff that I work with are amazing people. They've kind of inspired me to further my career and to go beyond just working as a scrub tech. And there's nothing wrong with being a scrub tech. It's a very valuable job. I just wanted to further my education and maybe make the same impact to either another scrub tech or someone else that I work with as a nurse in the future. So,
Gotcha. When it does open some doors for you, if you wanted to, have the capability of not just scrubbing, but also being the circulating nurse in the operating room, or if you needed to fill in, I guess it gives you a lot more opportunities that way too.
It absolutely does. When you're a scrub tech, that's kind of the only title and thing that you do. There really isn't any leadership or anything you can move up from there, or any managerial thing to go or look forward to. So getting that nursing degree really opens up the avenue to do more, and maybe even work in a different environment if the operating room isn't that interesting. So yeah, it definitely opens up more avenues for sure.
Right. I mean, you can work in the emergency room, you can work in the ICU, you can work in the OR, you can work out in the clinic, like out in clinics, out in outside of the hospital and outside of the surgical centers. So you've got tons of options when it comes to that, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So one question we've asked a lot of people is, if you were not in medicine, if you were doing some other career completely separate from medicine, what would you choose and why?
I actually had an idea when I was younger to pursue a different career than what I am doing now, and that was actually becoming a police officer, and specifically joining the SWAT team. I had watched the movie SWAT when I was younger, and I thought it was so cool and so amazing, and I was like, I want to be just like that. And a friend I grew up with also watched the same movie with me, thought the same thing, and funny enough, we had told each other, hey, when when we're adults, we're going to do this thing. We're going to be partners. We're going to be kicking doors down, saving lives, protecting the community. This is awesome. We're going to do that. Funny enough, he pursued it, continued on with that. And then, for me, things changed in between those years, and I started gravitating more towards medicine. So,
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
So did your journey into medicine, because I know you got your training in the military, were you like, I want to go into the military and medicine was a byproduct of that? Or was that like the plan from the get-go? Tell me about that journey.
It was a plan from the get-go. When I was about 13 or 14 years old, my mom would watch Untold Stories of the ER. We would watch, of course, Grey's Anatomy as well. And other shows along those lines. And she also decided to pursue medicine herself and become a paramedic. And she took me to one of her classes, her little paramedic classes, because she didn't have a babysitter. And I remember her sitting me outside the room, and the professor was, teaching in the class, and I had made some kind of noise or whatever. I was stretching. I was sitting there for a long time. And he says, "Is there somebody outside?" He walks out and he sees me and he's like, whose kid is this? And my mother says, "That's my son. Sorry, I didn't have a babysitter." And he's like, "No, bring him inside. Bring him inside. Hey, have a look around. What do you like? What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I said, "I want to be a cop." And he's like, "I think I have something better for you." And he strapped me down to this like board and like spun me around, and he showed me how to put in IVs, and it was like really cool. And that kind of just grew my interest through the medical field. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
very, very cool. One of the things that we also ask a lot of folks is about leadership, especially leadership in the OR. And you get to have a very unique perspective because you get to be in the operating room with lots of different surgeons, right? Lots of different surgeons doing lots of different types of things. But you also get to see how surgeons lead. And so we asked about what's the difference between a good and a great scrub tech. What's the difference between a good and a great surgical leader in your mind?
That's a pretty tough one. I would say for a good surgical leader per se, they of course take care of the patient in the proper way, in the best way possible that they know how to do so. Perhaps they probably do well in personality wise. They're not super disrespectful. They're very helpful, and they do everything they can to make sure that the patient is taken care of properly. I think for a great surgical leader, they not only do those same things, but they also make sure that everybody in the room, the staff, are taken care of. They have a general respect for them. They have, they check in on the staff as well. They help out as best as they can with the time that they have, and just readily and available to help make the environment, as best as possible for everyone in the room. So,
yeah, I love that. Well, Taylor and I are super blessed because we get to work with you almost every Friday, right? Yeah. We rotate around. I know you get to you have folks, but we certainly count ourselves as very, very blessed to have you with us. Super, super skilled and super excited for nursing school coming and continuing. That's awesome. We did actually get you a pie here that we were going to push towards you. See if we can't get it to come in.
I can bring it up towards my face.
There you go.
We don't have to move the camera. This is the pie.
Slice of pie for Dutch apple crumble pie.
Ooh, that is dangerous. So I am definitely gaining a couple pounds from this, and I love it.
You can share it with the family. You can do anything you want to do.
It's not keto.
Definitely not keto.
Yeah, we put protein powder in there for you. It's gonna be fine.
You were doing keto diet for a while, right?
I sure was. Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
I did it for about 3 months.
Did it make you feel better when you were eating that way, or was it more of just trying to lose weight? Or we talked about it a little bit. I'm just curious.
The goal was losing the weight, taking some of the weight off. I also had issues with blood pressure, so taking some of that weight off would help with that as well, and keeping up with exercise and things of that nature. So when I did keto, that helped out a lot with my blood pressure and weight loss. The first 2 weeks were very difficult. Very difficult. I was, to be honest, I was not a nice guy. Not in the sense that I was super disrespectful, but I was just cranky most of the time, not being able to have my sugar and my carbs readily available. But after 2 weeks, I actually gained a lot more energy. I was way more attentive, and I felt lighter. And even my sleep was better. Waking up wasn't as difficult. I wasn't groggy. I wasn't having a hard time trying to get ready for work. It was pretty simple. It was almost as if I was like 13, 14 years old again. You're awake and you're ready to go, and, the day's awesome. So it definitely had its benefits down the road. You just have to get through the hard part.
Yeah, the keto flu is the real deal, man.
Yeah,
It is the real deal.
so
It will make
real.
you feel rough.
Yeah.
And the apple crumble pie will not that'll kick you right out of ketosis.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Very, very
Absolutely. I've stopped the diet. I've kind of stuck with a low carb now. So, I do have my sweets in moderation. I don't, kick it out, the door completely.
Friday morning donuts.
That's right. Friday morning donuts is happening, but instead of eating 6 or 7 like I used to, I'm sticking to 1. So
It's so weird. I don't even eat donuts anymore.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's an
Man.
interesting thing. I don't eat donuts. Cut them out altogether, right? And just walk right by the just stacks of donuts that we have in the lounge.
Proud. You're just
need to get on
channeling
your
that
level.
Jesse Eitzler right now.
That's right. So good.
Yeah, I've never done the keto diet, but I know somebody who may have been on or off the keto at some point, and the keto flu I remember you describing as being pretty rough.
Keto flu is not easy. There's no doubt about it. It's not fun. I think the hard part is just maintaining it, right? It's maintaining and it's changing your mental attitude about food, and then the ease that you can go back, like when you're just, for me, sugar and carbs and that stuff is just, it's just like an addiction, right?
It is.
Like as soon as you go back into it, you're like, well, I'm good. I did pretty well. This candy's fine. These donuts are going to be great.
That's right.
But I have lots of rules about that, right? So like if you eat standing up, don't count it. French fries in the car, free. Those are free calories. Free calories in the car.
Extremely baked through the sun, by the way.
That's right.
Hours later.
That's right.
Still good to go.
Right. It's all good, man. It's all good.
See, I think my biggest problem with that, I mean, it's so restrictive. Like for myself personally, I can't adhere to something that strict. There has to be a little bit more room for me to make some choices that don't make me feel so restricted. So I've not tried keto. I did do intermittent fasting for a little while, but I didn't feel like I just felt like it was too strict, and I definitely could kill still 2,000 plus calories in a 6-hour eating window, no problem. And again, if I messed up, it's 5 minutes out of my eating window. Today's ruined. I guess I'll just have 3 more donuts. No big deal.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah,
all good.
definitely a diet that you have to find out whether it's right for you or not. So,
yeah. This is not an endorsement or anything of any specific diet plan.
Yes.
Talk to your medical doctor. Not him.
Please talk to your medical doctor about your diet, about appropriate health choices.
yeah, don't do it because Aunt Joy said she felt great. Please.
As she was eating her raw steak, wrapped in cheese, fried in bacon.
And cigarettes.
Little something to take off the edge.
That keto, man, I swear is good. Done lost me 20 pounds.
I don't even have to use my oxygen anymore.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I know, AJ, you have some places to be today too, right? You've got family, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You can shout out to your family for sure.
Shout out to my wife, Stephanie, and my son, Malachi, and my stepdaughter, Rianne. They are amazing. I love y'all. Big supporters. Unbelievably great. And
The best.
and I love you guys so much. You're so great.
Yes, they are. I think that's a piece when we get into medicine and you start working in medicine, people just kind of start to forget that, right? And you run into people. I mean, it happens in all walks of life, right? Maybe your waiter, where you're going, whoever's helping you out someplace. but you just lose sight of that idea that everybody's got family. You've got family at home. You've got kids who are growing up who you're super proud of. You've got a wife who helps take care of you and you take care of her. And I mean, those are really the most important things. And when you can carry that level of commitment like you do into the operating room for the patients and for the team, like that to me is just a beautiful thing. When you have great people to work with, then you have just this great environment that really makes a huge, huge difference. And so one of the other reasons that I feel so blessed to be not only a friend, but to get to work with you and to get to see all this this awesome stuff, and to see the great changes coming as we get through nursing school, as you continue to progress. That may mean big changes for us, if depending on whether you move out of the operating room. But obviously for us, we want what's best for you, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever is best for you, that's what we wish and hope and pray for you. So that's super, super awesome. One of the last questions that I always ask everybody is, if there's anything that I can do for you to help you, what would it be?
Keep doing what you're already doing. You are absolutely amazing to work with. I always enjoy every day, every Friday that I get to be in your operating room. You're very respectful. You're very funny. You're very charismatic. And you care about the people in the operating room, which says absolutely a lot. You go above and beyond, not only for the patients, but for the people that you work with as well. And so I just want to say, with that question, keep doing what you're doing. Keep being awesome. Keep being amazing. And, keep being inspiring, because as I work with you, I am inspired to do the same for others, to, have that same respect and personality for the people I work with. So just keep being you.
Well, that is awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the pie. We're going to save, I'm going to save the audience, me eating pie on camera, because I think that's my gift to you guys, is that you don't have to watch me eat apple pie.
You know what's crazy? We don't even eat pie.
That is not true.
We don't even eat pie right now.
Oh gosh, we're trying the power of positive thinking here.
That's right.
Mental manipulation, so we can get where we need to be.
I sense it right now.
I've been an expert in mental manipulation for decades at this point, so I'm good.
Well, AJ, thank you so much. I want to thank you for coming on, and you can come on anytime.
Awesome.
Feel free, and we look forward to seeing you here in 2 days.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks, AJ.
Thanks, Tay.
Bye. Best day I ever saw.
Oh, wait.
Like that. Oh, yeah.
There we go.